Player of the Year, 119 caps for Northern Ireland. I'm sure you agree, the greatest goalkeeper that ever lived. Pat Jennings. Homegrown striker, scored 89 goals in 236 games for Tottenham between 1979 and 1986. Amazing record in Europe for Spurs. Second highest scorer in Europe in the UEFA Cup for Tottenham, 13 goals from 21 starts. And a member of the Spurs team that won the UEFA Cup back in 1984, Mark Falco. Mark. One of Spurs' most prolific and deadly strikers of all time, 8 years at the Lane, 174 goals in 367 games, still holds the Spurs record for the most League Cup goals, and on a day like today, most importantly, still holds the Spurs record for the most goals by any Tottenham player in Europe, 32 games and 22 goals, 24 England caps in the early 70s, arguably the finest centre forward in the world, the great Martin Chevers, everyone. Hey Martin, good to see you. And last but by no means least, true legend of this football club, signed here in 1958, spent the next 10 years here, scoring 159 goals, League and FA Cup double winner in 60-61, FA Cup winner in 62, member of the first English team ever to win a European trophy, the Cup Winners' Cup in 63, FA Cup winner in 1967, capped 59 times by Wales, at his peak the finest winger in the world without doubt, the legendary Cliff Jones. Thank you, Cliff. Love you. Stay with me a sec, Cliff. Now, we've got someone coming to visit us. I know there's going to come on the pitch a little later. Dear to both clubs' hearts. I say that without pun as well. The great Dave Mackay. So a few words about Dave. I know he's going to be coming on a little bit later.
Yes, Dave Mackay came down from Bill Nicholson, went up to Hearts and signed Dave in 1959. Hearts had just won the Scottish Cup and the Scottish League, and a lot of that was down to Mackay, and he was an absolute winner. He brought that sort of commitment and will to win down to Tottenham, and we just kicked off from there. And I would say Mackay was not only one of the great players, he was also the most influential players that I've ever played with. He made things tick, and he was just very, very special to us. And one of the big reasons why we did win the double that year, and the success we had in later years. He was just a very special player, and I would say not only the most committed player, but he's also one of the most skillful players. And sometimes I think that gets lost in the sort of the order of his physical side, but he was just one special character and a great player.
What training's going to mean to Dave then? Half time, we're going to go down there, and I know Dave's going to come out to see everybody. I mean, what would that mean to him? They're coming out on the pitch at the Lane in front of the Hearts fans and the Spurs fans.
It'd be very special to Dave, yes, of course it would be, because he spent, as I say, many special years, and I'm sure he'll enjoy it, and it'll be just great to see, and I'm sure he'll get a huge reception from the fans, because he is just one special player, a real legend, possibly the greatest player that's possibly played for this club.
Minus, apart from one. It's always a pleasure, thank you very much. The great Cliff Jones, everybody. Listen, we do have a terrific evening planned, obviously kick off a little